Hello friends, James Stevenson here with a special report on an accusation that Elon Musk is a climate denier. Let's jump right into that after saying hello to my co-host Loki, who's curled up in bed. You can keep an eye on Loki in the Loki cam, as always, below me here. But let's take a look at this tweet from Professor Julia S. At J.K. Steinberger, eco-socialist, blue-stocking, immigrant and settler, social ecology and ecological economics at UNIL in Switzerland. So I can hover over flags and tell what country they are sometimes. That's an inside joke for anybody who gets it. Okay, so what's this tweet say? The owner of this website, Twitter, the largest disinformation platform on the planet. Elon might be humored to hear that Twitter is the largest social media outlet for disinformation, is a climate denier, both in terms of causes and consequences. Elon Musk is a climate denier, plain and simple, end of. All right. So what evidence has been offered? It's a reply to Musk University that had a quote. What's Elon saying here? Important to note that what happens on Earth's surface, e.g. farming, has no meaningful impact on climate change. Overwhelmingly, the risk of climate change is due to moving billions of tons of carbon from deep underground into the atmosphere. What's he talking about? Burning coal, burning oil, human activity to pull carbon up from out of the earth and burn it into the atmosphere. Over time, if we keep doing this, the chemical makeup of our atmosphere will change enough to induce meaningful climate change. So what's Elon saying here? He's just saying, hey, the primary reason there is climate change is that for hundreds of years now, human beings have been mining coal and oil and natural gas up out of the ground and burning it to produce electricity or for transportation purposes, right? So what did I reply? I replied, Elon Musk's companies are disrupting fossil fuel transportation and dirty power plants with sustainable solar power, battery storage solutions, and zero-emission EVs. Elon Musk is not your enemy. The powerful climate deniers who oppose him are. With a link here to Tesla's environmental impact page. I've just taken one screenshot from it. If you haven't read it, go check it out. There's a lot more than this there. But if you look here, how is Tesla doing at displacing fossil fuel alternatives? They've noted every product we sell helps owners lower emissions. Emissions per mile are significantly lower in our vehicles than in gas-powered vehicles over the lifetime of the vehicle, which is what matters. So what's the chart show? Average life cycle emissions in the U.S., so the United States here is highlighted, grams of CO2 emissions per mile, or CO2 equivalent, or whatever the CO2e stands for. All right, so we got a 0 to 500 scale here. So somewhere between 400 and 500 is what the average premium internal combustion engine vehicle is releasing into the atmosphere in terms of pollution over its lifetime. What about Teslas? Well, if you charge them with solar panels on your roof, which Tesla can sell you both the car and the solar panels and the battery storage for it with Powerwalls. If you're driving a Model 3 or a Model Y for personal use, over the lifetime of the vehicle, it will emit less than 100,000 grams of CO2 per mile over its lifetime. What about if you charge from the grid, from a dirty old coal plant? Well, if you factor in the average source of electricity in the United States, you get to somewhere well below 150 grams of CO2 equivalent per mile. So that was my tweet. Let me move back. Can I get out of... Oh, I need to move this over to the side so that I can find the X. So that's my tweet. And I'm working on ratioing Professor Julia S. She may have had too big of a head start with these 5,000 likes she's gotten on this tweet. But is Elon Musk a climate denier? I did find an exhibit that I want to show you. It's an interview Elon Musk gave in 2007. So here in his own words, 16 years ago, is Elon Musk speaking off the cuff in this interview about his climate denialism.
Certainly noteworthy. But the interest in Tesla is not from the perspective of, the world needs another car company. It's more from the perspective of we have a very important environmental problem that needs to be addressed, which is driven by the burning of fossil fuels and the increasing CO2 concentration in the atmosphere and global climate change, which I think is going to be one of the most significant issues of the 21st century. And the only way to really get around that, in my view, is really with an electric vehicle. And then you need to pair that up with a zero-emission power generation method, such as solar power. Mm-hmm. I think solar power is going to be a really big deal.
Tesla is not a hybrid car.
Tesla is pure electric.
Pure electric.
Yeah.
So help connect the dots for me. Why aren't we seeing Tesla cars on the car lots then? What's keeping them?
We haven't made them yet. So we're just finishing up the development right now.
And anybody can buy this.
Yes.
How will you?
Well, actually, we've almost sold out of 2007 production. So if somebody does want to buy next year's model, they better act quickly.
All right, there you go. So there's climate denier Elon Musk talking about the reason he founded Tesla. It was because of climate change, because of the world's need to transition to sustainable energy. Let me just play you one more clip from a little bit later on in this interview, which is a good find. If you haven't seen it, you can search for it on YouTube.
Values that Tesla can provide is serving as an example to the rest of the auto industry, because right now the auto industry, the big car companies believe that a viable electric vehicle is not possible, and B, even if it was, people wouldn't buy it. Mm-hmm. So we need to show that neither of those are true, that the technology works, that people want to buy it, and that will be the most effective way of really driving change in the auto industry is by so.
All right, there you go. What's the purpose of the company Elon Musk founded called Tesla? It's to fight climate change. There you go. That's the answer. That's my video for today. Here's Loki in his bed. I think we can put a big old false stamp on the accusation that Elon Musk is a climate denier. He's been out there evangelizing against climate change for a lot longer than Professor Julia Steinberg probably has been, if I got her name right. And that's my video for today. If you want to indicate to me or others that you liked this video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel over here. Thank you to everyone who supports me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Kishler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.